3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. All right, chat. Are you ready? Just like every single time, are you ready for another episode of WarHams?
In this show, we're simping for Sigma.
I'm waiting for one day for one of us to get like a Vuvuzela or whatever it's called.
Oh, that'd be great.
Just
Yeah.
just straighten them.
Oh yeah, holy shit. Yo, guys, everyone take Mongolian throat singing lessons. We can surprise chat once.
Whenever if Remy ever comes the guest star or anything else like that, I'm going to make all of us grab didgeridoos. just to piss him off. So with that, Game Master, what do you have for us today?
Well, before we begin, I do want to give a little update on the debt collector. Today, I just wanted to list off a few of the servitors who will be looking after our precious tater tot while our players are away from the ship. So currently looking after tater tot, we have servitors Robert Greensmith, Kyle Freeman, Shellshock 325, Iron, Gerard Whalen, Party Cyclops, Anonymous with some O's, zeros, things, David Dox, Silent, and Michael Mission. That is the Tater Tot crew for this episode. As the servitors are going around the debt collector trying to find where Tater Tot is. But I think we wanna go into a session now. So
yes,
let us begin.
Last time
we traveled to the Mortis Carcerum facility in search of one Slayerberger de Fuckerby, the 24th of his name, our party's nemesis, and instead of finding him, they instead found Doral, or Supreme Judge Gerhard Straborsen, a very, very rotund judge who had many opinions on the PC's actions, and our players then traveled deeper into this facility to meet with the imprisoned prisoner, well, a prisoner, I suppose, in solitary confinement, one Ro Hector, hoping to find answers. Except they were ambushed. And then after they easily defeated the ambush, I pulled a magnet on them and gas and knocked them out, and then used a magnet to try to get Pie Braine. But then the chat helped Pie Braine, and I'm still angry about it because now Pie Braine's in the vents. Is that a good summary? We good with that? That sounds good.
That seems about what happened.
That seems
sure.
This seems about right.
Why not?
All right. Today's episode. Just go to this lovely little. The crew continues on the trail. However, as we start with this lovely cinematic view of the Mortis Carcerum orbiting this gas giant world, we have a narration on top of it. Hi there. My name's Trooper Land Hest. Ever since I was a little boy, the most important things to me was the Lex Imperialis. Well, today is my first official day on the job as the newest arbitrator assigned to the Mortis Carcerum facility. I've spent the last 2 weeks finishing up all the paperwork, and I can't wait to give back to the Emperor by serving him as an arbitrator. I'm starting today off by attending the Supreme Judge of this facility as he partakes in an interrogation. And we cut to a dank torture chamber in the upper levels of the Mortis Carcerum facility, where Captain Zedek is now being held in some kind of pain booth, with Supreme Judge Straborsen standing there accompanied by two Arbites.
This feels like a scene from Star Trek. I don't know what episode, but it feels like it is.
Yeah. Well, then, the role has walked here, and the role expects answers from you, Captain Zedek.
Well, you can ask away, but I'll never tell you what happened to all those funds that we totally spent them appropriately, but you'll never get that answer out of me.
I wasn't looking for funds. We'll have to add that. One of you two, whose names I don't care about, add it to the list. Now, what? And our supreme judge pats his rotund belly plate. What I need to know. And he scoots closer until there's an audible heat emanation as he approaches the torture unit. You are now inside of Captain Zedek, and his slug-like head leans towards you. I need to know where my jewels are.
For the last time, I don't know where the jewels are. We didn't take them, or at least I didn't take them from you.
You know it is a capital offense to lie to the role, right?
Of course I know it's a capital offense. But why would I care? I'm above the law. Now let me out of here!
Above the role! And he backs up from the machine. Did you hear that? He said he is above the role.
Clutching his fucking pearls.
Yeah. No one is above the role.
It's right. It's in the contract. If I struggling to get the contract out of my breast pocket. Look. If you undid my arms, I could show you right here. But I assure you that I am allowed to not be here.
It's time, arbitrator. You'll be arbitrator 2. Arbitrator 2, activate the torture machine. And the arbitrator walks towards the implement you've found yourself in, Zedek, and begins pressing a little cogitator unit by the side of it. And you see the two open door plates that are the insides of these door plates as they move to close basically by your face are emitting these electrical sparks.
I mean, it's really okay. We don't have to do this. Please, no.
You're above the role. This is what happens to people who think they're above the. And then there's this sudden, and all of the spikes spark, and the doors fly back open, and there's this like stuttering sound, and smoke starts billowing out the side of this paint unit. No, what's going on? Well, sir, it looks like the unit's malfunctioning. No, not again. This is the 8th unit this week that's malfunctioned. Captain Zedek, you're going to tell me everything now. You're going to tell me where my jewels are.
You know what? I'm sure the jewels are somewhere on this facility. I'm sure you just misplaced them. I tell you, I don't know where they are. I could get you some jewels if you'd like, but please, the torture's not necessary, I assure you.
The Straborson jewels are what I need. I've been in my family for generations. They are a symbol of the role here. I need them. And he leans in and says, they're my precious. I need them.
Oh, please don't get close to me. You smell like spam.
Do you have any social skills you want to utilize here, Captain Zedek?
You know what? I think I would. I would like to attempt to persuade him. Look, I understand those jewels are incredibly important to you, Judge. Surely you could hire...
Judge.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we could hire somebody to locate them, or if not, I could surely find them if you catch my drift. I would like to persuade him, and I'm going to roll for that.
Of course. You will
it's going
roll
to be a
1.
4. Wait, that's a 1. Oh, yeah.
That is a 1.
Would you like to spend a wrath?
I would like to spend a wrath die on that.
No,
That's supposed
die.
to be better.
Yeah, get good. There we go.
And you got a 3, still
There
fail,
you
and
go.
then complicated.
Awesome.
Yes.
The curse.
Hello.
Well, Oh, I think I know what's going to happen. I'm going to use this one from one of our servitors for today, actually, Gerard Whalen, that is simply entitled "Loud Sweating." As you begin making this persuasive attempt against the Supreme Judge, but the judge gets closer to you. And you see the glistening of his skin. You think you can find my juice? And he's getting closer, and you can see the reflections of the lumens as it's like there's this sheen just all over his face. I need to know where my juice are.
I'll find them for you. I tell you, we'll find it. Oh God, you look like a rhinestone-studded crocs.
I think maybe to roll. And he no. He reaches down to like his crotch tabard and like stretches it up to wipe off his face. Tyrone needs his jewels. Tyrone is nothing without its jewels.
Wait, I thought the law was nothing without the licks. What do the jewels have to do with it?
And he sort of backs off at that. Arbitrators, take the prisoner down to the Lex. He must think about his actions now. And with that, the Supreme Judge turns and begins to waddle out of the chamber.
Look, you guys don't take bribes, do you?
Well, no, sir. I'm a devout servant of the Lex. My name is Trooper Hest. This is my first day, and I'm a firm believer in the law.
Oh, you bright chipper boy, you have so much to learn.
He cocks his shotgun. All right, now we're just gonna open this. And there's like some key presses as the prison unit, the torture unit opens to allow you out. Now, prisoner, get moving. We're taking you back down to the prison unit.
Sure. Are you sure Can I roll wealth to try and bribe them? At least one of them?
Okay. I will allow you to give me like a social skill of your choice. And then if you want to spend wealth as far as bribing them, we can do that. Actually, no, this would be an influence check. Give me an influence check.
Absolutely, I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it out there. Let's do it. It's a 2.
That is a 2.
What's wrong with you?
You've got some glory if you want.
Yeah.
You have another wrath.
And for people donating, apparently Stream Elements is having a real tough time today, so I forgive. I have to do all this stuff manually. So if you do donate and you're waiting, like, where's my thing on the screen? Just give me a second. It's struggling, but yeah, you can spend all the glory. We have about 5.
Sure. Here, I'll send it through.
That's 1.
That's
one. That's one.
Give it 3.
Hell yeah!
If you want to bribe these, arbitrators, the difficulty I'm setting here is going to be a 5. So you could spend 2 wealth if you want to hit that number.
And you do have a wrath die.
You also have a wrath die.
So you would reroll like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 die. So if you want to spend it and spend 8 die.
Yeah.
Risk losing more money on something that I'm unsure of, or spend the chance to change fate.
Spend.
Zedek is a cheap bitch. He is not going to spend his wealth. I will wrap this.
8d6.
Roll
Here
it,
we
roll
go.
it.
Rolling.
And that's a
drum roll.
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. Yeah,
4
that
more.
plus what you already had.
6.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
7.
A 7, yeah, because the
7.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I am someone who likes shiny things, so what exactly are you offering?
Well, let's see. I could offer you a nice bonus on top of what you're being paid now, which I'm sure is meager compared to what I can offer you. Not only that, I could offer you a cushy position on my ship and complimentary literature. Get that? It's just the best. the finest books that my money can buy. All
Is
yours.
it Zedek?
You've heard of my book?
Of course, it's mandatory reading on the planet I'm from.
You know the one.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that one.
Yes, the very same, the very same. Just holding back tears. I'm so happy to meet someone who actually read my book.
Of course, the scholars on my planet, they don't have very much, so we got all of the hand-me-down books from other places, and well, our library was simply full of Zedek. There were hundreds of copies. It was all we could read.
Well, needless to say, I am honored by that. You can have a signed copy of it.
Sir, subsection 22.3 of the Lex Majoris Principus, portion 480-3/4 clearly states we're not supposed to take bribes from boy, you don't understand. Once you are in the law systems, exceptions to be made. Now tell me of your Zedek revisions. I must know. I have waited the last 5 years to know.
Well, you'd be happy to know there are many revisions in the works, especially about making others do your work for you, which is why I have many people working on the next copy. But that's a trouble for the other day. My colleagues are here. We have to get them. But you, Russ, you are devout employee and a wonderful scholar of the Lex. We would love to have you, someone who can actually enforce the law. Think it over. Another job offer for you.
At
Right
this
now,
point, Zoran, if you can mark me down a rune point,
Oh, well.
I would like to invoke the rune mechanic for this session, which is Trooper Lander Hest here is going to use his bright-eyed ability to talk his fellow arbitrator out of corruption.
So,
Sir, no, we can't do that.
Before you start, I don't know if chat's trap card will activate for this, but someone did a thing so you complicate.
Okay. It will not activate for this, but the next time I make a roll, it will.
Yeah. I'm just making you aware now.
Yeah. Perfect. Blender Hess turns. Sir, we can't accept bribes. It's in the Lex, and we are followers of the Lex. Are we not? Well, I will think about it, but for now we should take the prisoner down to the prison level. That's right, sir. All right, prisoner Zedek. You don't try anything funny now.
Well, it's 2v1. I've surely not gotten out of tougher odds.
Well, that's good. You should know that as long as you do your due time to the Emperor, everything will be fine. You know the Emperor watches all here, and you can find forgiveness through the Imperial Prison Complex.
Oh, I sure do. You know, I'll totally serve that time. You bet, buddy.
And so the two arbitrators take Zedek to the elevator, that sort of long, ridiculous elevator that goes from the upper level of the Carcerum down to the prison gas mining unit at the bottom. And we kind of view it from outside the station, the sort of elevator going down, and we see the unit, and then we zoom in towards the vents. And inside the vents, we find Braine.
And this amazing art is from Skelly Bean.
Yeah.
And the shit I photoshopped is,
solid gear, metal. Yeah. So Pi, you were going through this is one of these vents. You've been here for you don't know how long anymore. All of the vents look the same. But your Vox begins to chirp.
I'm going to, in the vents, kneel down, and I'm going to put my hand to my head. Oh, yes.
It is clear you need help. Everything.
Cut off. It's like.
What do you want? I am here doing my the Rust Stalker protocols. What do you need, Gamu?
Rust Stalker protocols. Oh, I see. Is that because you are covered in rust because Lemuria does not have maintenance standards?
Because I've been around you and your Gryan maintenance standards.
I see. Well, then I suppose I don't need to help you and you can wander aimlessly for the rest of time.
Listen, Gamu. I know why you're going to help me. It only makes logical sense after all. After all, if Captain Zedek were to be trapped in the Arbite station forever, you would have no one to fly your stupid ship with. You would stop being paid, and you would have to go back to Graia.
I like Graia, but
Yes.
I also do like the ship. Thus, I will propose a temporary truce while I assist you.
I will hear your proposition.
You require assistance navigating. I have managed to send in my data Jin into the station systems to gain a modicum of control. Nothing major, though I can utilize their Vox subsystems to communicate through the debt collector to you.
That is a good, fine, adequate job, good. Okay.
The issue is that you will have to get out on your own, as unlikely as that may be. I place your odds in the infinitesimal range, but it is the only option. The ship cannot get closer to the station. Due to poor maintenance, the back would break under the gas giant's gravity well.
You are bad at gambling, but okay. All right. In that case, Gamu, do you have access to anybody's biological readout? I need a weapon.
I sadly have very little right now. There are arbitrators and combat suppression servitors on the prison level. It appears the vents you are currently engaged in only operate throughout the prison level. To reach the Lex, you will need to utilize the elevators.
That's good. This will work fine. Gamu, where approximately am I in the subsystem? How far up or down?
One sec. You said my next roll was a complication, right?
Yep.
Fuck!
Sweet. Thank you.
Fun that would be against the players. You can't be subverting expectations that way.
You can't be subverting expectations in this show, which we subvert expectations.
I noticed the players are making up new rules. I see.
Yeah, well, according to us,
Technically, yeah, it is a game master role. So yeah, the shoddy Graia craftsmanship, which will make her complicate.
Good. All right. What I see before you is several levels of maintenance.
Why are you singing?
Isn't that what you do? I've listened to your communications before. Is this not how I ingratiate myself with your group of numbskullery?
Oh, you are weird.
At that point, there is suddenly like a playback of you singing when you were on the moon of Scargeris Prime.
Yeah, I did that. But when you do it, it is weird.
When you do that, it is cringe.
It is cringe and it is not.
Cringe protocols.
Cringe.
Cringe protocols activated.
I am utilizing my Eldari lexicon to call this cringe.
Very well. I'm going to continue scurrying, and I'm going to see. I'm in the maintenance area. Are there any areas of the vents that kind of have like the perforations where I could look down and possibly see movement?
Yeah,
Or-
so what you're finding from crawling through these vents is that there are tons of areas where there's like very thick metal grating to allow airflow, but none of them that you've come across seem to be any kind of grate that you could physically open. Like they are well vented or well welded onto the walls here.
Well, that would be a problem. Even with my immense strength 6, I couldn't open it.
I mean, you could certainly give me a strength test if you would like to on one of them. But to answer your question, what you've basically been finding is the maintenance ducts that you're discovering are over areas of the prison. So some of the containment cells, you don't ever find a vent that leads into a cell. They're more into the halls in and around the cells.
Gabu, this is not maintenance. This is prison stuff.
It is maintenance of the flesh.
That doctor. Prison doctor.
Are you looking for the doctor, the one you identify as Reeb?
Reeb is more than likely on the Lex. I don't think they would put him to work here. He is far too smart and they are way too dumb.
You do not understand. Reeb is in the prison. I can direct you towards him if you would like.
Good. Yes. Where is he?
All right, I shall provide you with the information. At this point, we fade to black momentarily. And then we find ourselves with Reeb Van Horn, who is currently in a cell with his new cellmate.
There he is.
Oh,
The
no.
boy.
Uh-oh.
The big boy.
So Reeb, you have basically been placed into this chamber alone for some indeterminate number of hours, at which point the door opens and some arbitrators admit this immense form that you'd previously witnessed as Chunkus, the Ogren, who enters in, hands covered in gore and blood, and as soon as Chunkus enters this room, the door closes.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Do I have my sunglasses? Escape them.
Yes.
All right, gotta fix that. Hang on.
Okay. Good.
Oh, no.
Good. I'm glad.
Excellent. Good. They look like whatever. Who gives
For audio context, he just drew on sunglasses on his thing here.
Yeah.
I needed to be sure. So, just as a quick question, is Chonkus tired or is Chonkus still Chonkus?
Well, why doesn't Chonkus tell us how Chonkus is?
How is Chonkus?
Chonkus is very happy that he now has a new friend. Chonkus like you, Money. Your hair reminds me of Tiny Kitty Cat. And I am so glad to have new roommate. I always run out of roommates. They always turn into jam when I hug them and love them. And Chonkus will look at his hands.
Reeb, your reaction to it.
Well,
That is unfortunate. Hang on a second. No, I have to stick in character. Man, it sucks that your friends keep turning into jam.
yeah.
Jam is really good for hugging.
No, jam gets really sticky. Can you help me with jam? And Tonkus will kind of show his hand to Reeb and go, it really hurts when I have to turn others into jam. It's very unpleasant. Chunkus just wants to be friends, but they keep coming at me with the hurdy sticks.
Sure, buddy. Give me a second here. This is like, are his hands like beat up from like bone and shit?
Oh yeah, like you can tell that these hands have been used to brutalize many people.
Well, the simple problem here, my friend, is all the chunky parts of the gem are hurting your hands.
Reeb is very accustomed to seeing mauled viscera, so I'm going to roll a Medicaid to fix his hands. If possible.
Remember, if it hurts a lot, I'll make you hurt a lot.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll hurt less. Trust me.
Yeah, give me a Medicaid. Oh damn, there you go.
That's a sex and a glory, Jesus.
Yeah. You knock some of Chunkus's chunky bones back into place. There are some like cracking sounds as you apply some different techniques to fix, bent fingers and bones.
Oh, his hands don't feel so hurt no more. I had to use them for nearly a week straight, pummeling people.
Yeah, that's what I'd imagine you were up to with them. You do a good job beating people up, by the way. What's your technique?
I take person and I pull arms really hard, and then when blood spurt in the enemy's eyes, I pummel them.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So while that's happening, I'm just sort of doing this to keep him placated for the moment, because obviously setting his bones was a very temporary fix. Can I look around and see if there's any sort of... Well, what the hell does this room look like, first and foremost? I imagine it's basically what's before me here.
There's no exits here. I destroyed them.
It's basically like a
Friends stay
two-person
forever.
room. Jesus. It's a two-person room with a single door that leads off into the wider prison complex. It's like got kind of a bunk beddy vibe with sort of an upper level and a lower level. But otherwise, there's like a single toilet in the chamber in the corner, and that's it.
Does Chonkus know? Is Reeb looking for a way out?
I assume Reeb is looking around.
Reeb is looking around. He's not looking for a way. I was literally just asking for what this room looked like, just for like...
Yeah. Chonkus will come up to Reeb going like, "Thank you so much for helping my hands. Now I can pet for more efficiently." And I grab Reeb and just start stroking his hair back like a fucking like fragile kitten. It's going, Chonkus appreciates his new friend.
Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. Not a
My
problem.
hair's very soft. The last one didn't have any hair.
That's not surprising. They probably took all his hair.
Yeah, I had to rip it off. He got in the way of my teeth when I tried to eat him. He didn't taste very good. I won't eat you, though. You help my hands.
Yeah, I also am poisonous.
Can I roll a persuasion?
I mean, I would assume that would be closer to like deception.
Are you sure?
I mean, I assume you're not actually poisonous.
It's okay. They're on par with each other now. I forgot. That's
Narrative declaration.
Yeah. Narrative declaration. I replaced my blood with... Yeah.
Narrative declaration. I am toxic.
Now you're actually spending a wrath point?
I'm going to throw 2 glory at this just for safety's sake.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, then roll them, thanks. So that's 6 again in total.
Yeah. Chonkus, you believe that.
Oh, that's a terrible condition.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's hard to not be poisonous. It was how I was born. It's like how you were.
Would you
really...
pee? Does it turn into acid?
Yes.
That's amazing. You can get us out of here.
No,
Be on
sorry.
the door handle, new friend. And I pick him up and just kind of like angle him towards the door. Like, come on, do it. And I start shaking him.
I'm gonna roll a deception.
Yes, sure.
Push on the door, Reeb.
I already tried that. It doesn't work. Give me a 10.
You know, the fact that you're rolling deception means that it would work.
I
don't think it's orc logic on this one.
Speaker, the issue is I'm trying to lie to him saying I already tried pissing on the door, which I didn't do.
Oh, that would explain a lot. That's why that's rusty.
And
then
I wanna say that as Chunkus is holding Reeb up, aimed towards the door, like, you know, should do it, and then they have this brief interlude. The door opens, and an arbitrator standing there.
Hi, Jim.
Hello.
I'm not Jim. My name's Trooper Hest, and this is my first day here.
Oh, fresh meat, huh?
I am a servant of the Lex.
I put Reeb down. I approach new person.
Yeah, you loom above.
I like new meat.
Would you like to give me an intimidation check?
Sure do. Sure do. Let me just find it here on his awesome character sheet.
Yeah.
I have to. I don't think I can do an intimidate. Hold up. Wait, no, there it is. There it is. I found it.
Yeah, it's different because it's.
Chunkus intimidates. Chunkus gets 4.
Oh my god! Does Chunkus want to spend a wrath die, or are you happy with 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin a wrath die. Chunkus is gonna need a lot of wrath die, by the way. Oh wait, I don't know why I clicked that. I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me click that roll button.
Oh,
Chatter asked.
Okay.
The second roll's fine. The second roll's fine.
We're fine. My bad.
Yeah, you're more than enough to get like it. I read about you. You must be Chunkus the Huge.
Oh.
They said that they put you here because you refused to get in the back of the Chimera. It was too dark in there. They said you did things to the commissar.
I popped all their heads off because they put me in the tiny metal box. I hate the tiny metal boxes. And I basically immediately, like, with part of my intimidation, I like slam a fist right into the door, possibly causing a dent.
Yeah, dents it.
Yeah. You ain't gonna put him in another metal box, are you?
No. I'm just here to bring you to lunch.
I like lunch. What are we having for lunch?
I don't know, but I'm here to escort you. They
what
said
do you
that
mean you don't know what's having for lunch? The last guy told me what's for lunch, and the last time he didn't tell me, he no longer had the job. You know why he didn't have the job no more?
Because he didn't tell you what was for lunch?
Uh-huh. And you know what happened to him?
Did you eat him?
No. He got transferred. He was really nice.
Okay. Well, I'll know for next time. But if it's okay, I was told to bring you there. They say you like to have your lunch alone or with friends.
I like to have lunch with friends. I made a new friend right here. I grab Reeb just like one hand and like pick him like a fucking action figure. Go, come on, friend. Let's go have lunch together.
And so, Chugs, as you emerge holding Reeb like an action figure, as you come out from the prison door, standing beside a second arbitrator outside is Captain Zedek. And Reeb, you see Captain Zedek standing there.
Hey, Cap, what's going on?
Hi, Reeb. I just got done, talking to a fan of my book. Just I see you've made a friend. What is that? Is that the guy who turned a man into jelly before?
I turn my hand to look at Reeb. He's like an action figure. He's like looking at him. Hey, is Coat Man making fun of you?
No, he's not. He got my name wrong. My name is Artmanner, not Reeb.
Oh, okay. I will still call you Reeb. All right.
Zedek, you clown!
I thought the meet was over. I'm sorry.
Is this friend?
Yeah, sure. He's a good friend. He's a good guy. Sure, go for it.
I'll collect him in my cell too. Hey, cop man. I want that one in my cell too.
No, I'm fine. I like myself by myself. Thank you.
You have no decision in the matter. I want him in my cell too.
Give me another intimidation check, please.
Exciting.
As I wait for it.
I can't believe I got 10 on the deception.
Oh, there we go. Wait, no, it's
screwed up. That was almost max.
It's not showing up for me. Hold up.
1 sec.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We will. Yes, we'll put him in the cell with you because the Lex is fair and there's enough room in that for 2 people to share and for 1 ogre.
You sound like a hypocrite. I want my food now. I put Reeb down and sit at the table. Look,
okay,
you go to service, right?
You find yourselves like heading towards the mess hall, which is completely empty. Chonkus, Prisoner Chonkus, did you want this one? And he points to Captain Zedek to eat with you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a problem with that?
No. I will go find what is on the menu for today. No.
You wanna wrestle? You wanna tussle?
No.
I'll tussle with you.
I'll go find out. I'll be back. You sit here. And then Trooper Hest starts running off, leaving you, the 3 of you, at the empty, otherwise empty mess hall.
Artaman, don't you know the first rule of being in prison is you don't know anybody?
You're the one who pointed yourself out to me, buddy.
No, I didn't. You told him I was there. You acknowledged I exist.
You do exist. You're right there.
Prove it.
Okay. I pinched the fuck out of Zedek. It's like just one massive hand just. Do you feel that?
I feel it.
He's
How
real.
broken is whatever part of my body he just pinched?
You take a wound.
It's only a simple trauma.
Yeah.
Only a light bruising.
What the okay, can I just point out, like, what the fuck, chat? Like, you have some deep meta discussions going on here. What if Chunkus is Lorn, but from a different time?
What's your name? Chongus Skywalker.
Or did you, Jedi?
There.
All right, so the three of you are sitting at the table. The Trooper Hest has rushed off, leaving the 3 of you alone to have further discussions as necessary.
Okay. I'm going to, again, look around. Are there any, I'm assuming there are, obviously, this is a fucking prison, but are there any security auspexes of any kind? Just, dotted around the room. I'm imagining there's a lot.
Yeah, you can tell that there seem to be some, like, viewer units up in the ceiling.
All right.
Can you give me an awareness test?
Me give you an awareness test? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you an awareness test.
Yeah.
I roll an awareness test, I get you a 3.
You get you 3? Cool. Does anyone else want to give me an awareness test?
Sure, I'll give you an awareness test.
Okay.
Here you go. It's coming at you.
Sweet. I like it.
It's a 1 complication. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Chonkus gets aware and he gets a glory.
Good.
I add it to the pool. Chonkus gets glory.
What's glory?
Shh.
It's what I like to call the cubes on my tray. I'm very excited when I'll get glory bucks or glory bars.
Am I aware enough to see if he has any cubes on the mess tray
Reeb
in front
and
of him?
Chonkus, you notice There seems to be something in a vent.
Oh, spider! I punched the vent.
And there's this immense clang. And Braine, you see this like fist come towards you from the vent you've been looking out of this whole time.
This is what I wanted! So a fist is coming at me. I'm ready to catch it.
It's
Counterattack.
It's stopped it's stopped by the metal bars.
Very disappointing. You should train and get stronger.
I'm gonna keep moving through the vent.
You just Excellent.
Can I do an awareness to see if I heard that exchange?
You would have definitely heard the exchange.
I'm going to power slide over to the vent.
Okay.
And I'm going to press my face up to the dented plate, and I'm going to shout into the vent, "Hey, idiot! It's us!"
Oh, hello.
Braine, you got away?
Uh-huh.
Where the hell you went?
There is no cell that can hold me. No mortal chains that can keep the glory of Lemire. All right, I don't care anymore.
I'm going to then use my combi tool.
Yes.
And presumably there's a vent in the way.
Yes.
I'm going to use my combi tool to try to kind of unscrew this vent and allow these two chuckle fucks in.
Okay. Do you want to give me a tech check?
I would love to give you a tech check. Ah, the beauty of technology. That's 7 successes.
Yeah,
Their own butt Zedek rolls good.
Shut up!
You start to use your combi tool to unscrew it, and you're making headway, but this thing is like welded in place. Like you're having some difficulty. You're getting it out pretty fast, but that's when you hear shouted from behind you. It sounds Grok's tendies.
Grok's tendies? Those are more favorites.
Okay. They'll be coming soon. I'm just getting them now.
Retrieve me the sustenance.
Okay. What is Chonkus doing seeing Reeb up by the vent?
He's for now I'm just letting them have the thing go down. I'm satisfied I took care of the spider. So I'm now just ready to sit down and eat, and I'm just excited. Go 10 days.
Yeah, and Braine, you're making progress, but you've kind of realized that it's going to take a while to get this off.
As I'm saying, 10 days. I'm like, just like the commissar used to make. Oh, what made Chonkus very sad.
Chongus, shut up. Okay, you
Hey,
two.
fuck you.
Well,
Shut up, spider. You're supposed to be dead.
Okay, so listen.
Okay.
This grate, it is very hard to remove. It would take time, and you are under guard. Are you at threat of being executed by the Arbites?
I think we're more at threat of Hagar over there crushing us into tomorrow's lunch than of actual guards.
Yes, the big potato man. You should try to turn him into your servant. He might be able to help you in dealing with the Arbites. I, on the other hand, I think I might be able to create distractions that would allow us an escape attempt.
We need to find where Lorn went.
I'm sure
That's
he's
the main
okay.
problem we have here, is because he's a psyker, he probably was sent somewhere expressly designed for containing psychers and would likely be very, very divorced from the rest of the station.
Yes, that is true. Gamma, where is Lorn?
But we had with us.
Oh, I see. Now you request my assistance where your friend would be. Yes, it appears the one designated Lorn is in a ultra security level on the lowest levels of the station. An anti-psyker containment unit. It appears close to where one row Hector is also located, though the cell containing Lorn is under heavy security. There are many data protectors and data walls in place that make any sort of intrusion impossible from my end.
That is annoying, and it means we cannot blow up the station.
That's going to blow it up anyway, Pie.
We won't? Oh, wow.
No.
Who knows what can happen in that crazy space place?
All right, who wants tendies?
Talkers wants tendies.
Go get him.
What are you two doing by the vent? Don't you want food too?
Oh, yeah, you friends need to eat. This is only meal you get in the entire week.
Oh, fine. I'll step away from the breeze for a minute.
I grab both of them and just like action figure. Like, come, hey, we're Tokers. Tokers looks eating with friends who are alive and not jam, and put them down on the table with me.
He comes bearing 4 trays, 2 of which are for Trunkus, and then 1 of which are for.
They'll get does Trunkus get like 2 trays and they're like piled like.
Yeah, like they're like fucking mountains of food, and then there's 2 like regular trays that are just for,
like what, like 2 tendies. And
yeah,
that's
exactly, like 2 tendies and a fry. And then the guard sits opposite you.
Got a
The
question
fuck,
for you.
it's like, fuck you sitting here for? Just.
Got a question for you, buddy.
Oh.
Sorry, not you, buddy. The fella across the table.
Oh.
Well,
yeah, what's up?
We're not
Timothy?
really supposed to fraternize with the prisoners, but I've also been told it's important to talk to them to get information. So, hi, my name's Lander Hest. It's my first day.
Nice. Yeah, so this ain't fraternization. I'm asking a question. Where the hell else is everyone? In this room, I mean.
Oh, well, you see, per the Supreme Judge's orders, Chunkus gets to eat alone or with friends, because if he eats with the regular populace, he tends to murder several of them.
Yeah.
After his last fight with Tagadar's men, the Supreme Judge thought this was for the best.
Right. And you're still sitting here. Why?
Well, there has to be at least one arbitrator present to watch the prisoners.
So why are you sitting at the table and putting yourself at a tactical disadvantage?
You know, he can just reach across the table and just like you saw him do that to other prisoners. They had to have shown you the pick logs of it.
I don't believe that Chunkus is a bad person. I think Chunkus is just misunderstood by other arbitrators here, and I would like to form a bond.
Your innocence is so sweet, I think my pancreas is failing.
I can have someone look at that in a minute.
It's a term of phrase, you donut.
I'm aware it is, you fucking goon.
And you two, you're just like me. You're new here too, just on the other side of things.
Mm-hmm. So, your Supreme Judge gave an inkling as to why we're here?
Well, he seemed to indicate that you had some high crimes against the Imperium, theft from a senior arbitrator.
Yeah, sure is, buddy. Let me do something here real quick. Hang on, let me see if I got. I'm gonna reach into my coat pocket really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still have my symbol of authority?
No,
or did they confiscate that? They took.
Yeah, they basically confiscated everything but your clothes
and my sunglasses
and your sunglasses, obviously.
No one's gonna understand that joke. Never mind. Damn. So, which of your fine friends was poking through the goods that you confiscated off of me?
Oh, they went all to the Supreme Judge. He's really active. He likes to handle that kind of stuff himself.
Yeah, but who repossessed it? I trust he didn't get his hands on it.
Oh, I don't know. It's my first day.
That's great.
Times are great, Reeb. Times are
all great.
He gets
Yeah,
it.
we got,
Good job, Chunkus.
Thank you.
I'm gonna lean over to Zedek.
Zedek, we have a slight problem. They took my symbol of authority. I can't prove anyone I'm an inquisitor at the moment.
And they took my warrant of trade, so I can't prove to them I'm above the raw either.
Do you
And
keep
all
your
the
warrant of
Hulkers.
trade on you? just to
No.
clarify, like you keep the fucking paper on you rolled up. Like,
We're to get fucking identity theft, dude. The fucking shitty clerks are gonna take your warrant of trade, and they're gonna become a rogue trader instead.
Yeah.
It works. Not who
They're gonna
prove I'm
they're
dead
gonna be the
first.
ones-
Remember
They're
a
gonna be
bunch of
the ones
Arbites
legally
flying
owned
around
debt
trading the raw.
Dude, they're going to be able to legally own the debt collector. They're going to fly away with it. I'm going to steal it like a car.
Zedek is very, very realistically weighing his options of killing his way out of the prison,
I just
realizing his mistake.
I just assumed Zedek's face was like, what do you mean if they have the warrant of? Oh no!
So here's the thing, is while we are here, I would like to say that I am a member of the Hive Nobility on Necromunda. I was coming in here at the behest of my cousin. You know, Slyburgo, he came by. Well, you wouldn't know. You're new here. Point is...
It's my first day.
Exactly. It's your first
We
day.
heard.
Supreme Judge mentioned that my cousin may or may not have taken something from him, and it's really kind of concerning because I'm out here to try and warn my cousin that assassination plots against him. So you can see now I'm being caught up in someone else's problem here. He has all the paperwork to prove it. He confiscated everything out of my coat pockets except the lining itself, and I don't even think that's intact.
Oh, well, that's not good. I you know what? I'll help you. I'll get the requisite forms and we'll get those filled out and filed and send it to the administratum clerk in this subsector so we can get your claim looked at right away, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm not 5 years old. I won't be alive by the time those are actually filed.
We'll get justice for your descendants.
Okay, second question. Yeah, you know what happened to an arbitrator, last name McLawdaughter?
Oh, senior arbitrator McLawdaughter. You know, I really look up to her. I read all the information. She's the highest ranked arbitrator here under the Supreme Judge. She works really hard. She's kind of a role model for me.
Disgusting.
Didn't answer the question. What happened to her?
What do you mean? What happened to her?
See, she got wrapped up in that funny little trap that your Supreme Judge threw at us.
I don't know. I saw her yesterday. She was giving out my duty assignments.
Tell you what, while you're also filing those papers that will have no tangible use to me or my descendants in all likelihood, can you also go out and try to find out what happened to her? I'd like to schedule a meeting if that's at all possible.
All right. Well, it looks like mealtime is over, so it's time for you to get back to the general populace.
Oh.
Can I try one last thing?
What would you like to try?
I'm gonna put on the Artimeter charm of this person who has just existed for the past day. That is Artimeter de Fuckerby. I'm gonna say,
Oh, come on, man. Don't be that way. I'm just asking. She seems really nice, and I wanted to see if I can try to understand some things a bit better as a persuasion with 2 glories.
Absolutely.
Nice. That's a
Oh.
1.
Ooh, that's good.
2d6 will get me another 1. I'm going to do a wrath because I have 2. I
Yeah.
think. No, I think
Yes.
I said between
Yeah,
session. Good.
Yeah, did you spin one before and I missed it?
I did not, but I also
Okay, yeah,
did
you have one now.
Wow.
going to. I can't do my wrath again. All right, fine.
No, so Reeb, you try all of this, and it seems like Hest is kind of thinking about it, but just needs some kind of final push, possibly if someone else wants to throw their weight behind it. But he's just like, well, I don't know if I really should. I mean, there's a lot, and
You agree with little man. I rolled a 5 for Chongus.
Oh, okay.
Chonkus.
Well, Chonkus, that's fine. I'll look into this. You finish up your meals and get to general population immediately. And sort of has to push us off. Oh, what a first day! And he turns and walks off.
Terrific. Thanks for the help, big guy.
Oh, I want to pet your hair later.
I'll tell you what, if you stop petting my scalp, I'll give you my tray. And I slide my metal tray over to him.
I think Tarkus looks down at the tray, picks up tray, takes a bite out of tray.
It has the food on it, you dip.
Why not eat it with the food? It's all good sandwich.
For fuck's sake.
It's like the sound of just metal crunching from I like that the art for Chunkus has like one tooth coming out. Clearly that's old Biter.
Zoran, he's an ogre, not an amble.
Why not?
Hell yeah.
He is a growing ogre and he needs his iron.
Yeah.
Is Pie Braine still at the vent?
I hope he left.
Yeah, Pi has left.
Okay,
yeah, because he's like, you're not going to stay here very long. There's no point in doing this. So he is going to begin scurrying through the vents and finding the places where he can do the most damage to this facility. Preferably, he'd like to fucking Batman Arkham Asylum a guard.
Again? All right. Wait, your plan is to find a guard and attack them?
Yes. Well, that is part of it. You see, the people, my friends, need more time to escape. They have already made a powerful ally. No doubt they will cause great disruption and mayhem. So I must ensure that mayhem is responded to as slowly as possible. In order to do this, I need a weapon.
I see. You are expecting me to provide you the location of someone with a weapon.
Yes, I am expecting you to tell me the locations and emanations of local Vox chatter so that I might find someone and perform a secret surprise attack.
Yes. I have such a location. I am sending it to you now.
You say that like it is going to be a funny trick on me.
Why would you ever think that, fellow servant of Great Mars?
I will trust you this time, Gamu, but if this is a funny joke, I will be very upset. And there will be consequences that will blot out your cogitation. Okay, I'm going now.
Understood. And you make your way towards the signal, and what you start hearing is the discharge of some kind of weapon, like and you find yourself over what is clearly some kind of range, like a weapons range, just in like a corner of the prison area. And you can give me an awareness test if you'd like to sort of like peer through the vents and see what's around here.
Excellent. Oh, my awareness is not 7. It is lower than that. I'm going to use a glory on this.
Yes, of course.
And let's see what happens.
Yes. Oh,
4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you see that there appears to be one prisoner in here who is firing some kind of rifle at targets on a wall. And you just hear, I am going to get out of here and join the indentured penal unit. I'm going to get the right marks. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to reach between the bars. Am I directly over him?
You can position yourself so you are, absolutely.
I'm going to smash the bars and tackle this guy.
Like, just drop down on him?
Yeah, just
Okay.
have my arms. If I can reach him with my weird augmented arms, I will grab him by the neck and pull him up to the vents.
Not knowing what's around him.
I'm pretty sure no one is around.
I will allow you to do the pull-up maneuver if you want a narrative declaration. Otherwise, you'll have to burst out.
I'm cool bursting out.
Okay. So let's get an athletics check to burst out of the grate.
Excellent.
Yes. We'll say a DN5 because this is look at that.
6 and a glory.
So you come, like, you smash down the grate, falls, lands on top of this poor prisoner with like a distinct crunching sound, and you find yourself on top with the grate sort of between you as this prisoner is clutching onto this rifle, staring up in abject horror at your lifeless eyes and black or red cloaked face. Oh no!
Anyone else around?
Are you going to spend time looking around, or are you going to focus on?
Well, I'm on top of this guy, and presumably he's immobilized. So just while I'm here, I'm just going to move my head side to side and see what my surroundings are.
Yeah, you seem to be in some kind of like range, like a training range, and there appears to be like one weapon that he's clutching onto. There's no other guns in here. This man is clearly in like a prisoner's getup and is looking up in abject terror, but there's no one else in here.
Very good.
I'm going to reach down and take his weapon.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you grab the lasgun from him.
Mm-hmm. Now I need you to do me a big favor.
Okay, what is that?
Okay, you need to be unconscious, and I'm going to hit him in the head with the butt of the rifle.
You know what? For that, give me a weapon skill test.
Yeah, we're back in business, baby.
Oh,
That's a 2 and a complication.
well, it's time to use a wrath.
Excellent.
Wrath, baby.
Rad.
Hit him so hard he wakes up.
8. Am I going to hit him so hard the last gun breaks?
If you hit a man so hard he wakes back up when he's already awake, does he just ascend? He just wakes up?
No,
It becomes woke.
He just achieves change.
Yeah, okay. You hit this guy like square in the skull, knock him out. As you do so, you hear this distinct whine. And this is I'm going to use a complication from Strom 12BL entitled "The Machine Spirit is Angry," where after you do this, the lasgun seems to be angry at you now, Pi. Sorry.
One more time.
I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say,
No, it's fine. Don't be like that. This is for the Omnisire.
Do you have like a persuasion check that you could make?
could I make a tech check?
No.
Worth a shot, right? I have Intimidate.
That's fine. I'll give you Intimidate too. You can intimidate the gun back.
I intimidate the gun. Let's see what happens. 2 successes.
Would you
Are
like
you
to
happy
wrath?
with that? Happy with that?
I'm not thrilled with it, but I'm gonna need
this
this wrath for later.
Are you gonna want to spend some glory?
Oh, I will spend 3 glory though. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. We'll spend the 3 glory.
Okay. As long as one of
yeah.
these 3 dice is a success.
So
you'll
3
get
glory
the
gets
gun back
spent.
working.
Chat then just gives back 4.
Oh, nice.
And then yeah. 2 minutes still being super slow for some reason, so I'm trying to, because I have to go through like a thing, and it's like any moment now it'll tell me who did what. So I apologize for any tardiness.
Yeah, Pie. So you yell at the lasgun and it like spools back up, and you can see that the energy cell is now connected, and it looks like it's got almost a full charge on it.
Ah, thank you, my friend.
I'm going to kick the vent to the side. I'm actually going to bring I'm going to try to break the vent open and use some of the jagged metal as an improvised knife or sword.
Give me a tech check to build your like vent shank.
Good idea. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how this goes.
Yes. Yes. In fact, you make a vent sword. Like, it just counts as like a regular sword.
Hell yeah. So I make this garbled just mass of just gnarled metal. Taking this vent aside, I'm going to use some of the like smog and like debris from the vent crashing down. So this guy has like a white shirt on, right?
Yeah, he's got like a kind of. Well, actually, sorry, he has more of like a grayish, Oblivion NPC-esque attire.
That's good. I'm going to take some of the dust and I'm going to write on his chest. Now I have a las gun. Ho, ho, ho. And I am going to jump back into the vent.
Excellent. We cut back to our intrepid party. That is not Biehard. Chunkus and Co. having just finished their lunch. Chunkus, you have finished consuming everything, including the trays.
I finished consuming everything and the tray.
And the trays.
At this point, you could tell that the doors have like opened up to admit you back into the prison's general populace.
I guess we're gonna do that. Then I got nothing else I can really do from here.
Okay. So as you walk out, you find yourself back in the prison, and you see at this point they're just kind of letting prisoners mingle about while arbitrators and combat suppression servitors are on sort of high end, like the gantries that you were walking on early, sort of those upper catwalks, and just looking down and kind of monitoring the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a lot of like prisoners are giving you, the three of you, a wide berth. Chunkus, what do you do when you enter prison general?
I guess size myself up bigger than I mean, I'm always big. I'm already the biggest thing in there. But I'm like swathing right through. I'm assuming we're just going back to the cells, right? Or is it just like a recess for us?
It's kind of like a recess. Like you can just sort of walk around the area with all the doors open.
So I assume there's like an exercise area, right? Like giant weights or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, friends. Remember, whenever you get into situations like these, you're going to have to establish dominance. And so we're going to lift weights together.
All right. Sure. Sounds good.
All right, let's go over here. And I assume I see someone currently using the weights.
Yeah, there's like a prisoner who has one arm, the other has been like sawed off and is just like lifting some weights with the one arm that they have.
I basically just like power move in, basically, and go, excuse me, gentlemen. I'll need you to vacate the premises so me and my friends can lift weights to look better than you.
Can I finish this rep?
How many reps you got?
I got one left.
All right, hurry up. I wait patiently.
Okay. And like it's one of those like art, like just typical like gym moments of the guys like, yeah, almost there, yeah. And he's just one of those obnoxious guys who like constantly has to like talk while he's
I'm 12 too.
You both disgust me.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
And then he drops the weight.
Hell yeah.
And he gives you a nod to Chunk that's like, you're up. And then this prisoner walks away.
Stop!
When you're both dying to the sounds of human exertion.
Got a squad or die here. Squad or die.
Okay. So basically, Chalky starts putting on the heaviest weights he can get, which is probably limited because it's a prison thing.
Yeah.
And so then goes like, all right, let's start getting practice, boys. You grab your own.
There are no weights left. Chunks is using all of them for his.
Going to do calisthenics.
That's right. So no, I got on my back, get ready to do the thing. Go, hey Reeb, I'll need you to spot me.
All right. Sure. Good idea.
I'm going to do this full well knowing that Chonkus is not going to need a spotter, so I'm just going to use this opportunity to look around.
Absolutely. But that being said, Chunkus, give me an athletics test.
I'm going to say this right now, Zoran. If you fail this athletic test, this is entirely on you.
Let's see his complication. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the complication. Would a 5 do it, or do I need to do something?
No. A 5 is enough to succeed. So you're having no problems lifting the weights.
Can I suggest my own complication if a Patreon thing isn't available?
I don't have an immediate good one. What would you like to suggest?
I want the thing I'm on to break.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm laying on? I want it to break after the immense weight of me and this thing. The fucking bars is like, and it just crashes and makes like a small crater.
Yeah, and you're like, but you're still holding up the bar with the weights on it, and it's just like you're just like on the floor now instead of on the bench. You're just holding it like.
Yeah, and I look at Reeb, why didn't you spot me?
Hey, that's not my fault. That time is the bench's fault.
I don't know persuasion.
You don't understand. Chunkus, when he asks for spot, he means you have to support weight of bench. Isn't that right, Chunkus?
Yeah, the benches is supposed to snap like this.
And as this happens, this other one-armed man with a big pipe wrench behind him comes up. You're the new ones, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, they my friends. If anybody hurts them, I'll hurt them.
Oh, don't worry, Chunkus. That won't happen. Greetings. I am Tagadur. I am the head bitch here.
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Like, excuse me?
I need you to repeat that for me real quick because my internet fluctuated and Discord stopped for a second. Say that again, please.
I am Tagadur. I am the head bitch here.
Terrific. Fucking terrific.
Now, when you say head bitch,
Yes,
what do you mean by that?
I am the top here in this prison complex, as we are all bitches under the law.
Oh.
I like how you said the top, but I didn't hear speaker erupt into laughter.
I mean, in different terms of his definition, both of you are technically my bitches. So it's all weird all the way down. It's a weird hierarchy here in prison.
Right. But you'll learn your place under Chunkus. You'll have good lives here as long as you do what he and what I tell you.
Sure. Well, pleasure to meet you, Tagadur. I'm Zedek, Captain Zedek. I don't plan on being here too long. That's my friend over here is. We're still doing the bit.
Yes.
That's Artaman. He's a rather well-known socialite, rich boy, playboy, all kinds of boys.
I'm gonna hit you with I'm going to grab. Can I ask Tagadur for his pipe wrench so I can waylay you with it?
Oh, of course you may.
Oh, to beat up another fellow. Here you are.
He
Beat him with
flips
this.
He flips it in his hand perfectly so the head is in his grip, and then he hands like the bottom portion, the handhold, out towards you. It's like immaculate the way he uses this, hands it out to you. Of course, I always like having prisoners in my debt early on.
Sure, I'll be happy to pay it back. And I'm going to whip around and I'm going to make a very specific move. I'm going to make as though I'm going to clock Zedek on the head, but I'm going to stop just short so that it doesn't actually impact with the weight, but it will look like I hit him. I'm going to hope that Zedek knows what I'm planning.
All right, Zedek, how do you react to this?
Zedek, not expecting for you to actually hit him, is going to let him do exactly that and not flinch because he's not picking up on his social cues.
Lucky for you, I rolled a 4.
So it stops right in front of your face, and then Zedek has this pause.
I'm expecting... I kind of wiggle it very slightly, as though I'm expecting Zedek to do something. What would that even be? Would that be a leadership?
Leadership or deception to like get a secret message across. Either's fine.
I'll do deception because that's way better.
Sure.
At a 1, that'll not do much.
You have a rat. You got some glory too. I'm gonna need a 3.
I'm gonna wrath that.
Excellent.
Give me a 4. That's good.
I also appreciate I am the head bitch here is now a clip. Thanks, chat. Oh yeah.
4, that works.
So Zedek, you immediately get the impression of what Reeb is like. He wants you to take the hit, so to speak.
After parsing that for a moment, Zedek's like,
Why'd you do that? Oh my god!
It's just a very common Necromunda move. Here you go, my friend.
Aha!
Like to
You
tell
are
that-
from Necromunda.
Yeah, I'm used to dealing with hivers on Necromunda as part of my position as a hive noble. You may not have heard, but I've been displaced a little bit.
Well, you hit it. You hit it with the strength of a hunter hitting an overgore. Very good.
What's an overgo?
You're a great, shaggy and savage species native to my homeworld of Attila.
I thought I recognized the accent. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Attilan critters because I'm an inquisitor, but the owner Xenos just saying.
Yes, good. I'm glad to know others know of me, or of my world, though I would not be surprised if you know me. I am a very big deal around these parts.
No one knows who he is. He loves to talk a big game, but I think he has, he might have issues. He wishes he was popular, but...
Chonkus, why would you say these hurtful things?
It's not hurtful, it's true.
No, it's not.
Chunkus,
Okay,
Ever
how
since I
famous
took
are
that
you,
bitch
dude?
away from you, you've been very sad.
Oh, you listen here. That one had a nice bald shiny head. I used to save my face with his reflection, and you took him away from me. And I took more away from you during that skirmish.
Well, don't worry. You see, I will have a new champion ready to fight you in the matches. I look forward to it.
I will destroy your champion. I will train these two to possibly be proxies. But if your champion is worthy to fight me, then I will annihilate him myself.
Good. But you do, and he sort of like takes his pipe wrench and waves it at both Zedek and Reeb. What are you in for?
I think we're in here by mistake, but that's probably a really common statement. So I'm going to say that, based on what the judge says, we're in here for stealing his family jewels. Reeb's going to frown immensely at saying that.
Yeah, high crime. Jewel piracy is kind of our outfit right now. But unfortunately, he thinks we're part of that outfit.
You hear that, Chunkus? They're in here for child's play.
You only get 200 years minimum for that too. It's poultry numbers.
Yeah, you see, you're in here for nothing compared to some of the others like myself and Chunkus here.
Well, tell me what you did. What landed you in here?
Well, you see, I was hired to be, placed into administratum as clerk.
Okay. And?
I do not know how to read or write.
We talked, we discussed him when we were up above. You remember this, don't you?
I would if he didn't hit me across the face with a wrench.
True enough.
I like you too. Chunkus, don't break these ones.
I'll try. They usually only last a week.
All right. Well then, I must be off. And he turns and starts walking away with his pipe wrench behind him.
See you around.
I hate that guy.
Oh my god.
Seems like you're on friendly enough terms with him, considering you didn't just, lash out at him just now.
Some people become a valuable asset the longer you keep them alive for the potential jailbreak that might come in the future. He seems competent enough to hit things well, and also is a more convenient target than Chunkus. Chunkus
You are the
is very
most
big.
well fucking spoken Ogren I have ever
Listen,
heard.
I'm not convinced that Chungus is an Ogren. I think he's just a really big dumb guy.
I think it would have been really irritating to hear me go, yeah, I hate the way his mustache looks, and then it's just that the entire fucking time. It's just random statement.
Oh no, I like this.
I'll still add them in there, but it's like I don't understand the complicated nature of anything. Chocolate is always
understand the
confusing.
geopolitical events inside this prison complex.
What? That was surprisingly well spoken, Chungus. I didn't expect that.
Well, you think Chunk is stupid?
I think you should have been the administratum fella instead of him.
I've always thought it'd be excellent to become a judge. I've always wanted to see what it's like to yell the roll at people.
Chunkus, if we get out of this in the next conveniently amount of time within the next week, I might have a job for you. But let's worry about things
Cool.
later before I don't,
Do I get paid in this job? I've never been paid before. I've always wanted to know what that's like.
Yeah, of course you'll get paid. What
don't
do you want? You want money? You want food?
I like food. They only feed me Tundies. I would like to try all sorts of food. I mean, the human flesh is not an adequate, diet, pretty much compared to that of Tundies. It's
we
quite
have.
sour.
I wouldn't recommend eating human. They're much too mealy.
Alert! Alert! Prison recreation time is ending. Return to your cells. Alert! Alert!
We got to go.
That was fast.
Oh, all right.
Well, they don't want us out too long. The longer we're out, the more we have time to plan and scout out an escape plan. Back we go. Come on, friends! And I pick them both up and start going back to the cells.
And with that, let's take our first break here.
Okay.
All right. Let's all have a nice little sit down in my cell. Goodbye, everybody. We'll be right back.
So, Earndil, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions for a test. I hope you don't mind. Reaction time is a factor, so please stay focused, okay?
Go right ahead.
All right, great. You're watching television. Suddenly, you spot a wasp crawling on your arm. How do you react?
Slap it.
You're reading a magazine. You come across a full-page nude of a PogChamp. You show it to your little PogChamp, who likes it so much that she hangs it on your bedroom wall. What do you do?
I slap it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Your little boy shows you his E collection, plus the killing jar. What do you say?
I slap him.
Okay, somebody gives you a calfskin wallet for your birthday. How do you react?
I put things in it.
Okay, somebody slaps you. How do you react?
I cry.
All right, I hate to say, but you are a replicant.
Fucking what?
All right, you know what, Speaker? I'll give you that, but at least I don't like Vriska.
True! Listen, man.
Personal attacks, not
Listen,
okay.
man.
Listen, if I can't come up with a good retort, I'll just resort to ad hominem. Fuck you.
And for the people who got that reference, congratulations. All right, so we return to our epic story. Fucker. Return to our epic story
So epic.
as Pie Braine goes through the vents.
Vented.
All right, so you have a weapon, Pie Braine.
They are ready to be caught by the break spider.
What are you going to do now?
I have a plan. We are going to go to the brain.
Get move 4224 pauses on the Vox. The Braine.
Yes. You see, these prison systems require a tower with which to communicate from. They also have a tower where you can press a button and a sprinkler come on, and then the door open too. That is where they control the magnet from, no doubt. If we can find our way into a security tower in this subsection, we can cause havoc enough to make a break for the elevator.
I see. Are you going to do that before conferring with your fellow cellmates?
I'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Nah, understood. So, what information do you require from me?
I need the location of the nearest security tower. Preferably the primary one.
Luckily for you, I have that information.
Or...
The cost will be only minimal.
What do you mean, Gamu? You're killing me!
No, I am not, though my request may.
Name your price, you meanie.
You meanie pants.
You really told her there.
I tried to come up with a Piper's alliterative insults, but I blanked.
And you are bad.
No!
So then, will you accept?
I do not have a choice.
Good. And I will provide you the information. All I request is that you dictate something nice about Graia.
And that's it.
Graia, it's so adequate. It makes things that function. Graia, there are technology there. Woo! Are you happy?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I will provide you the coordinates. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Zzz. Information kind of floods.
One day I will force you to say nice things about Lemuria.
Going
Braine.
on.
Bye, Braine. Tell me something.
What?
Do you think research can bloom on the battlefield?
I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
And with that,
I don't want to complete that line. I can't. Pi isn't a simp. He can't do the autocon.
It's just like my 40K manuals.
Just like one of my Lemurian field manuals.
and with
Just about enough of this.
with that, we cut back to the prison as Chunkus and Reeb and Zedek make their way towards. As they make their way towards their cell, a group of Arbites are in front of the cell. You there, Chunkus and the other two.
Well,
Head over to that bridge. The senior arbitrator wishes to speak with you.
oh, all right.
Terrific. Let's get a move on real quick.
And yeah, McLawdoter in her armor is standing there on a bridge waiting for you to come by.
Good. Reeb's gonna cross his hands, looking a little cross.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just kind of... Are there any other arbitrators around, or is it just her on this bridge?
It's just her. There's some that have taken position around, but it's very clear she wants to have a private conversation.
I'm going to frown very, very noticeably at her.
Hello.
Hi. Been a little bit since we talked. By that I mean, what, a couple hours?
I want you to know that I had nothing to do with what happened.
Yeah, I know. You gotta save your own skin first. As long as you're working on something, that's all that matters.
After I woke up, the Supreme Judge, he said that And McLeod, she sort of leans in. He said that he wasn't going to let any of you leave until he found what happened to his jewels.
Well, then I guess we're not leaving, huh?
Tonkers hates that phrase.
Which one, leave or family jewels?
Family jewels.
Nah, I hate it too, big guy, don't worry.
I see you're already making friends down here.
Against my will, yeah.
Yeah, I requested him to be a Mossad. They're no new and shiny unlike the other ones, and this one's hair is soft as a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
You've ingratiated yourself with one of the top prisoners here. That's good, that's good. Chunkus is probably the only one who can protect you from Tegadur.
Yeah, otherwise you keep your head in with a pipe.
I feel like Tegadur is punching a bit above his weight class. There is a reason that we are probably thrown in here after all,
Yeah.
and that is because we are scrawny little rats that have been starved for, 100 days or more.
And he's outclassed him by 500 pounds.
You don't understand. Ever since DeFuckerby left, Tegadur's risen up here.
Have you conducted a search of his cell to see if he's hiding anything of import, like chems or any sort of stimulants hiding around his room?
Multiple. Just, he's lucky. Things just seem to go his way now.
Mm-hmm. Would it be possible to have a private eye on the matter? Like work release kind of thing, except, we're staying in the prison while working, therefore it's not a work release at all, it's more just we're taking a shift as a guard.
Look, I can't get you anything with him, but I can't get you your friend Lorn. He's in the highest security. Only the Supreme Judge has access to that.
Oh, he's still alive. That's actually quite surprising. I thought he was dead, given his propensity for firing a white-hot beam of psychic energy at things, or lifting things up and throwing them around, or crushing small creatures into meatballs, or harming people psychically with his powerful emanations, or turning around cyclonic torpedoes with the power of his brain, or...
We get it. We get it. He's cool.
I meant that he's dangerous, mostly.
They put a psi dampening collar on him and have him in one of the high security cells.
Gotcha.
I haven't been able to see him yet. I'm sure that the Supreme Judge is looking to talk with him.
Can't imagine that going all that well for the judge. He's kind of a hard guy to talk to.
But if the Supreme Judge is so focused on that, there is something I can do for you. She leans in. I can get you a meeting with the subject you wanted to meet with when you first came here.
That'd be nice, but unfortunately, given our current predicament, it'd be a little pointless, wouldn't you think, Zedek?
Well, yeah, we can't do anything with him if we can't get out of prison.
It's the best I can do.
Well, what do you say? Do we take the opportunity that has presented itself, and maybe we can get him out with us?
Yeah,
We don't have a lot to work with right now.
I don't see why not. It's not like it's going to get any better before it gets any worse.
It's true.
All right. I'll have Trooper Hest take you there. She motions to...
Are you sure you can't get literally anybody else?
Yeah, because you know,
So
not that guy.
he's too happy. He's too enthusiastic. He hasn't had his soul crushed yet.
If I see him small again, I'm going to crush his head.
I can't trust anyone else. They all have their allegiances. He hasn't formed any yet.
Oh, fine.
Follow orders. All right. And she sort of walks off for a few minutes talking to Hest, and then continues on, placing her helmet back on, and then Hest rushes up. Hi there. Looks like I'm taking you to solitary to meet with another prisoner.
Fine. Just go before I destroy you.
Yeah,
All right, come on, follow me, guys. But that being said, I should warn you that threatening an arbitrator has a very severe penalty.
Why does he continue to speak? I'm crushed when the man speaks.
Everybody's in here for more than one life sentence. What does it matter to them?
Yeah, he's like a high score at this point.
Don't you care about your families?
I don't have a family.
Ha!
Oh my god.
Wow. Other Imperial citizens are so different. They say that prison changes a person.
The greatest prison is the one that we make for ourselves.
You do realize that, most people don't really give a good goddamn about family. Do you have any idea how little family actually means nowadays? I mean, come on. Have you looked around?
Oh, well, Oh. Sorry. Wait here for a moment. And he pauses in an intersection in the prison. I have to go use the little arbitrator's room. 1 second.
I step out of the intersection.
And he turns and rushes off into the side room, leaving you basically alone in the prison.
Oh. Free reign, boys. Where you want to go?
I want to go back to my ship. That's where I want to go.
And that's
Wait,
when
no, we
you
have to
hear
go in
the
first.
skittering from a nearby vent.
Spider!
No, don't kill that one. Don't kill
Vent.
that one.
Do I know where it is, where it's coming from? Like,
Oh,
above me?
absolutely.
Can I?
Absolutely.
Is it like a vent that's kind of protruding from the ceiling, or is it behind a plate or something?
I'll say it's protruding from the ceiling.
I jump up and thunderclap it.
All right. What kind of check do you think would be appropriate for jumping?
I assume in athletics for me to jump up there and then both fists come down like the Hulk just and try to crush the vent.
Absolutely.
All right,
He's
so I'm gonna
there.
get him in athletics and I go no, and I basically jump up, try to smash it, and wow, I complicated got a
Wow.
1. So Chonkus is gonna do a wrath
Okay.
because Chonkus messed up, and
Okay.
Chonkus got a 5.
Okay. So a 5 does work. You manage to thunderclap it, except what happens is the explosive pressure causes the bottom to give out. And this red-robed figure tumbles onto the floor as the complication. And Braine, you're looking up at this immense, muscly figure.
What is Spider doing at vents? Chonkus hates spiders.
You disrupted my evil plan!
And I'm gonna grab Chungus by the fucking neck, jump on his
Whoa. Time out here. You're going to grab the Ogren by the neck. This
I'm
is
gonna
your...
jump up on the Ogren and grab him by the neck.
All right. What kind of check would you like to make for this?
It's going for the neck. He's going for the suplex.
Whoa. Perhaps weapon skill?
Yeah, sure.
Really mix it up a bit.
Yeah. Psychic mastery, me. Come on.
Psychic mastery, yeah. That's 5 successes.
Yeah, Chungus, would you like to counter that with athletics?
I definitely would like to. Chonkus counteracts with his athletics, and I also get a 5.
So basically, you try to jump him, and Chungus just grabs you midair. And
So with this, as I grab him, if I can do so, when I grab him, Chonkus doesn't want Spider near him, and I want to do it with athletics, except throw him back in the vents.
Yes.
I want to spend all the glory, if that's okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And athletics, ho!
This is just like Breakout.
I got a 7 and a complication.
And a complication. Oh Lord, what's a
Chonga's got 2 complications during this whole process.
I want to point out that one of the complications I had saved from the patrons was entitled "Well, That Was a Dud" by Shamor, you guy. I'm pronouncing that terribly. In which a thrown item or weapon falls immediately in front of the thrower.
Gah! And then
Yeah, so you go to throw, and you execute this great throw, but like the flailing of Pi causes Pi to just sort of like land. Like Chonkus is tossing, but doesn't quite realize the exact amount that Pi weighs as a metal being, and Pi just flumps onto the floor.
wait, can we have it to where the intended purpose to where he go to get him in the vent?
Okay,
But no, have it where he goes in the vent, but because of the complication, the oopsies is that I do it to where he goes over a grate that had poor maintenance. So he goes, and it's like hollowed inside, and then bursts out of the grate on the other side and just lands a little bit forward.
You know what? Like the thing is you should still succeed your test to get him. The complication shouldn't stop that. So instead, what I'll do is I'll have it so you go to toss him and he flumps in front of you, and then you just pick him up and like shove him into the bed because you're big and tall.
Get in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around on like my all fours, peeking my little glowing blue eyes out, and go
Looking like a spider in the vent. Also,
Screeching noises.
I will point out that Chonkus shoves him into this dark, tiny space, which he is intensely afraid of. And then there's like clunk, 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 as I assume, Pi, you're continuing off on your...
Wait, do I see Reeb and Zedek during all of this?
Of course!
That was a weird-looking spider.
And I consider furthering this clash of the titans and go,
Oh, hello, Reeb. Hello, Zedek.
Just kind of wave at him silently.
Okay, I am going to go to the control center and try to sabotage the whole area and create grand chaos. You guys go do that and get ready for your evil plans that I know you have been concocting, no doubt.
We should probably meet up with Rohecta before he gets wrapped up in the chaos that you're talking about.
Oh, Rohecta will need a weapon when you see him.
I'm going to hand you my radium pistol.
I pocket it.
I have procured on-site equipment and armaments, but when Rohecta is released, he will have nothing to defend himself with. That has very low ammunition reserves. I will have you keep in mind. So, there you go. But you can also use it for your funny plan.
Good. You go do your thing now, and maybe let's meet up in Chonkus' cell if none of this goes to plan.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Zedek. Goodbye, Reeb. Goodbye, Chongus.
Goodbye, spider.
I got so many irons in the fire.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You see, I was trying to wash my hands, but wouldn't you believe the washing unit malfunctioned? Sprayed water everywhere. Sounded like so much hissing in that washroom.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Isn't it a shame? Let's go.
Oh, did one of the vents break again?
No.
We've been getting reports of that.
We don't
We got
get
big spiders.
Yeah, giant spiders.
Giant spiders?
Yeah, you have to go inside the vents and clear them out yourself. It's part of your job.
Okay.
Those spiders eat the brains out of people.
I guess I'll have to look into that, won't I? All
Yeah.
right, and he pulls out his like data slate and begins entering like spider clearing duty.
Could you show us the way to the solitary already, please?
Oh, of course. Come on, follow me. And so he continues leading you along until you eventually come into this area of the station on a sort of a lower level where all of the walls are this like clinical white and there's just these airlock doors. And he stops before one. All right, I'm supposed to let the three of you in there to talk to the prisoner. When you're done, just pound on the door and I'll let you back in. Senior Arbitrator McLawdoder said I'm not supposed to speak with you. And he sort of leads in. I don't know if this is one of those things where you're going to kill him, but if you do, I guess that's my orders, so... Good luck!
All right, cool. Thanks. You just get out of the way. Damn.
It's my first day.
Yeah, we know. I walk in.
I drop kick him like a fucking football out of the
Yeah, and you come in to see a solitary figure who stands up as you enter the room. Dark-skinned man who has some base level bionic plating on the back of his head. It looks like he's been pretty beat up relatively recently. Has some markings on him that appear to be almost like electro tattoos. But he stands up with a, prisoner number as like a board off of him, much like all the other prisoners here have been wearing, and he stands up. Oh, hello there.
Hi.
So finally we meet the fabled Ro Hector.
Ah, you know of me. I am Ro Hector from Forge World Lemuria.
Yes, we came across some recordings of your work back on Shady Rock.
Oh, you heard my recordings there. Are they published? I don't know what's happened. Time has left me since I've been here. Am I famous now?
No,
Well, no.
you're not.
Oh.
You see, we were dispatched. Excuse me. Reeb Van Horn, Inquisitor.
Oh, a member of the Emperor's Holy Inquisition. Why are you with the prisoner? And you are very finely dressed. You do not look like a prisoner, sir.
Well, that's just it. Neither one of us are supposed to be in here, just like you're not supposed to be in here either.
So you know! Oh, thank the Omnisire, you have come to save me!
Yes. Well,
That's the plan.
that's part of it.
Oh, good.
You see, all of us have fallen prey to the machinations of one Slyburgo de Fuckerby, 20 whatever of his name. We saw what...
Fuckerby.
Yes.
I will forever curse that name.
We need to find out what exactly transpired in that crypt back on Shady Rock beneath the ocean.
It was. Well, you said you read my data logs.
Part of them.
Well, then you know that the research station there, that we managed to uncover Xenos runes.
Yes,
You knew that much?
we're inside there.
Ah, I see. Well, after we... He pauses, breathes in deeply. After we discovered the Xenos structure, I made my way in with a group of Skitari. I began mapping the area. It was immense. And yet it all centered around something near the center of it. So we went in deeper and into the complex. We were attacked by small Xenos robot forms. I was separated. I was lost in those caves. But that is when him and his companions found me. The Fuckerby and his companions. When they found me, I told them we should return to the surface, but he wished to. He wished to see what was happening there. So he led me to a central chamber, and that is where we found it. Did you see it? The great monolithic pyramid structure.
Oh, yes, we did. And whatever came out of it, too. And thankfully dispatched.
Dispatched. Something came out of it. That is very, very, very strange. We entered, you see, and some of my Skitari were with me. but before we could activate the central pyramid, something attacked us. It was this immense Xenos robot form, like some sort of insectoid from old Earth.
Yes, we killed that. What happened next?
It attacked us, and the pyramid structure opened, so my Skitari tried to fight it off, but Defagrabi, he opened it, and there was some device in it. He took the device and seemed stunned by it. I don't know what exactly happened, but shortly after he used the device to capture my men and the robotic beast, the corpses of my men, I should say, and they all went into it. I could not believe what I was seeing, but he clutched something. He threw the cube back into it, but he clutched something else. Some shards of glass, some jewels.
I knew he was succumbing to Xenos incursion. That is going to be very useful indeed if we're able to get you out of here.
Oh, yes, I must return to Lemuria and make my reports, but you have to understand. He took me out of there, and then we left. We went onto the surface, but it was strange. It was as though he didn't care about anything anymore. He just looked at those shards he collected, like he saw something in them. He kept laughing or screaming. I don't know what it was, but it changed him quite a bit. But before we left, he had to return to the surface. He said he had to make some changes, and I don't know what he did down there. But we left, and then he said we had to come here. I don't know. I don't know why we had to come here. But he brought me with him, and we came on board, and he spent much time speaking with the head judge. He said, and then one day he threw me in here and left.
I see.
That sounds pretty fucked up, bro.
Yes.
So, were those family jewels that he was talking about more of those shards?
I do not know, but perhaps he seemed quite insistent on coming here. He was planning out several places to go visit.
Can I really quickly, because he seems to be juddering a lot whenever he talks about the crystals, can I do a Medicaid to see if he's all right mentally?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Because I'm getting a distinct feeling here that he's not. Okay, roll that Medicaid. Get me a 7.
Nice.
Yeah, he definitely has some like post-traumatic stress from that event, and it's clear he has some problems like with these shards. In fact, you're recognizing it. There seems to be some kind of similar effect on him as to what affected you with Shady Rock, why you like kind of don't remember even leaving the planet as clearly as you would like, and why, like, well, you remember the key points of what happened when you were there. All the finer details are very hazy.
Regardless of this, I think I'm going to attempt to quell questions towards him for the moment, because I feel like we're just exacerbating a problem, and it's going to make getting him out a little bit harder. Let us hold a moratorium on the question asking until we are more secure. It seems to be doing you rather poorly.
Thank you. I can provide information. I swear, it's just this is
Another time.
strange.
Do not worry about it.
At the moment, our first concern is even getting control of this situation, if possible, or even getting out of here.
Yes, I would like greatly to go and return to Lemuria.
We'll work on that. Chunkus, I have a question.
Or
Have you tried to break out of here before?
a couple times. These shoes, they always lock the doors, and they always try to bring a whole bunch of the Allbots, and they shoot the smokies at us and hit us with the big stick.
Okay, so there's some doors even you can't break through, and then they release the combat servitors, so that's quite a formidable thing to get over without any weapons.
Of course, it's only smaller rods, though. They usually try to stop it, but if everybody got all angry and started trying to fight the Allbites, then we might be able to get somewhere.
Wondering if we could get some of the Arbites on the situation.
You want to foster a revolt into prison?
Maybe not just the prison. Maybe we could even get some of the guards in on it. I sincerely doubt they enjoy being under the thumb of the High Judge.
The High Judge is a despicable man.
And disgusting.
Yes, very
Don't
much
forget
so.
Spelly.
I had brief meetings with him before he put me in here. He has been incredibly lucky. I do not understand how he has reached his position and how his family has held it for so long.
If it's like anything at administratum level positions, it's probably the same nepotism that keeps rogue traders where they are.
I suppose, but even still, you need a modicum of competence, and this man has none.
A bit on the nose, isn't it, Zedek?
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
He just agreed that I insulted him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Just like, my life is a joke.
Competence. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
But I do not know. If you wish to foment unrest, I am not able to provide much. All I know is I am a xenoarchaeologist. I know about Xenos ruins and old recordings.
That will be useful later. For the moment, act as though we have never spoke for the moment about anything, if you can do so. We need to go figure out a
plan of sorts.
All right, I will wait here. The Omnissiah has blessed me with your presence, and hopefully you will get us out of here.
One can hope.
We'll get out of there. We'll get you out, too. Trust us.
Of course. All right. And he sort of nods.
I guess we'll, can I just kind of pat Chunkus on the elbow and be like, all right, you can beat on the door now.
Okay. Chunkus like punches the shit out of this door. I'm intentionally causing damage.
Yeah. And as you do that, the door quickly pops on open, and you see Trooper Hest is there. Oh, hi there. Looks like you're done.
Yeah, we're done.
I pick him up by his head. Like, basically my palm is over his mouth. I just pick him up and like, okay, we can go. Shut up. You don't need to breathe. Don't argue with me. Start plodding back to our cell, I guess.
Okay, yeah. You just start like plod. Yeah, and as you do so, absolutely, that's when was it Zedek? Totally, Zedek looks down and realizes he's still holding onto the radium pistol.
When was I given the radium? I thought Reeb took it.
You gave it to me. I stuffed it in my coat pocket.
Oh, then you still have it.
Why would I give it to a guy who's in solitary? That's a terrible idea. Yeah, here you go. In case anyone in solitary can you.
All right, you're in solitary confinement. Have this cancer gun.
It's a cancer gun with like one bullet in it too.
Be in this tight, confined space with the
Holy
cancer
shit.
gun. Yeah. Good lord. Yeah, so Chunkus, you're leading the way, holding like Trooper Hest in your hand, and like you make your way back to the prison until you hear this, well, and as you continue back towards your cell, you are once again met by Tagadur, who stands there. This time, there's about a half dozen other prisoners behind him. What's going on here?
No, none of your business.
You're supposed to all be in your cells.
They had to take us down to the lower levels to beat us more thoroughly. It's just part of a new motivation routine they're trying out.
Deception, please.
Absolutely.
Stop making me redraw my glasses.
It's a 6?
Nah, I do what I want. It seems believable. But why are you holding the arbitrator like that?
He wouldn't shut up. Yeah, he said, yeah, it's his first day. He's getting used to it. I'm giving him a tour of the cells.
Hell yeah.
Deception?
Yeah.
Why did you even ask?
Intimidate instead! 3. I have no wrath die anymore, so that's all I'm getting.
Chonkas. You have to remember, you're no longer head bitch around here. I am head bitch.
Are you? Was you really?
Yes.
Who made you head bitch? I didn't vote for you.
The fates, the winds, everything.
There's no wind down here. The fuck wind are you feeling?
The winds of change, friend. They are blowing fast, and soon I will not only be in charge down here, but he takes his like pipe wrench and points it up there too.
I wholly doubt you're going to be able to get enough men. They get all the way up there with all the guns and stuff ready to kill us all and beat them.
Why do you not believe in me?
Because I've already pummeled you before. You and your gang are just pathetic. Thank you. I've actually been like trying to fucking delay finding that to put on the fucking stream. I'm glad you took the initiative to put the fucking photo there. Thank you to our Discord for putting that fucking monstrosity on there.
A couple centimeters.
For our audio folks, this is a lovely photo manipulation of Tagadur with a shirt that reads "I'm the bitch" in white or in pink on a white shirt.
It's fucking okay. So hold on, I was gonna be able to take out your position because I've got a plan, and you ain't got a plan. You just sort of rely on people, but I've got plans. I got smarts.
Chonkas. We know you don't have the smarts.
Listen here, bitch. I don't need you telling me that I don't got no smarts.
Oh god, this is the poison.
I was waiting for it. I'm sorry, all.
Oh my god.
What Reeb, what are you doing during this exchange? Reeb.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
God.
What do you want from me at this point?
You're just like shaking your head looking down.
I don't have a plan yet. Leave me alone.
Okay, so basically this guy's surrounding us with dudes, right?
Oh yeah. There's like he's got like a half dozen guys with him. Like they
Yeah.
obviously all got like prison.
So I'm just gonna
weapons.
go back in my cell, even though you trying to criticize me about not being the cell when you're supposed to be in your cell.
Well, I make the rules here.
Are you sure about that?
I am very sure.
Are we supposed to figure this out right here and now?
No, this seems like something we'll have to resolve at a later time. I just want you to know your place. You're the bottom bitch.
Are you gonna take that, Chunkus?
No, I immediately punched the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me a weapon.
Boom! Wait, your thing's not working. Hold up. That's not working at all. All right, weapon skills test. We'll do that instead. I get a 7.
I'm gonna say you rolled a complication with nothing.
No,
Yeah.
that's for some reason that's not working. Well, I'll fix it later. But yeah, that's
Cool. Yeah. You go and you hit him. Give me damage.
okay. Let's see if the damage thing works. Just bam, 12 damage, just smashing right into him.
Can you spend a rune point for me, please?
I sure can. Boop.
So as you go, you have this shot lined up, and there's just this moment where you see like all of you see. Well, Chunkus is holding onto Arbitrator Hest. He goes, he takes the fist, and the fist comes down and just caves in Tagadar's head. Except reality doesn't quite work that way. Instead, Chunkus takes a step forward and slips and goes careening backwards, landing on his back, dropping Hess for the first time, and like lands back on the ground, his face looking up at Tagadur, who sort of, flexes the pipe. I told you, I'm just lucky, and I am the head bitch.
No! I grab his leg and try to throw him.
Yeah, sure. Give me an attempt.
Even better, Zoran,
Weapons
do you
go.
try to do a sit-up?
Yeah, wait. I sit up, grab his legs, and let the momentum of my weight and everything like throw him backwards.
Oh yeah, give me an athletics check for that. Totally.
Do an athletics to make a sit-up.
Yeah. I mean, Chunk has got,
Sorry, give me a second. Chat gave us
Oh, you're
4
good.
glory, and I was adding it to the
Nice.
things. Athletics.
Nice.
And rolling.
Rolling.
Got a 7 and a
rolling.
glory.
Nice.
So sweet. Yeah. So you get up to do this, and yeah, so you're sitting up and then you're trying to grab it. Is that the plan, or?
Yeah, okay, so imagine you're sitting on the ground or whatever, you're
Yeah.
laying on the ground with your back. I lean up, this one
Yep.
kind of doing a sit up, my arms then extend, grab his legs, and then when you like just let yourself fall backwards while you're sitting on the ground, I'm using that momentum to like grab him and then using the strength of my arms, like just whip him back behind me, like using all that strength to just toss him.
Yeah, sure. And you do this, and roll damage for me with your meaty fists.
Yeah, my meaty punchy fist. It 13 damage.
Oh, nice. And you grab it, and you hear this crunch sound, and you hear this shout out of "Oh!" as you hear Trooper Hest scream out in pain as you have hurled Tagadur back, but Tagadur's fall, being slammed back, instead of being on the cold ground, he actually gets slammed back onto the Arbite. And you just hear the Arbite yell out in pain.
My first deck! Thumb snap.
Oh, that was very good. Very good. And he just sort of you hear Tagadur kind of stretch a bit at that. But you see, Chunkus, I'm just too lucky. Ever since that man told me I'd be lucky down here.
I believe we get the point. Is there something else you wanted to endow us with in terms of information, or have we reached the limit on trying to harm you?
Oh, you can keep trying all you want, but nobody touches this bitch. All right, boys, let's go. And he gets up and struts away from you. Chunkus, what are you doing? As you also just hear the oh from the arbitrator behind you.
One more time.
Oh, you just hear the arbitrator kind of moaning and oh wow behind you.
Oh, that sucks. Tonkus continues to go back to his cell, mad.
Okay.
The cell now.
Yeah. And the three of you enter back into the cell. Just ignore that this still only has.
Because chat won't. Because chat keeps spamming it. Do I need to mark you down a ruin point for his other thing of luckiness?
Sure. I'll be nice. Sure.
There you go.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay, we got it. All right.
Yeah.
So we're in the cell. Just imagine Zedek's there on the image.
I'm just sleeping.
Yeah, we'll get it. It's just
laying down. It's
just
okay.
eyes, a smile,
Oh no.
a beard, and then it's then there's a coat.
What?
And then it's yeah, I'm Captain Zedek. Look at me. And then it's coat, and then there's a head.
Why is Lorn here?
There's a head here, and then you see that basically all basically here we have a couple frontliners here, and they're coming in, and as they kind of go in this way, the football will then go across this way as it enters in from this thing and it lands here. The offensive, which will be marked as red, will basically fucking capture the ball and head in towards the defense. And as the defense goes, one of the side runners will come around to the side. And as they come around to the side, they go to the end. And then the ball is no, none of that shit. And then as they kind of come in over there, the ball will then be catapulted that way. And then they'll go in and make a touchdown.
And this is Zedek. Oh god, he looks like a bird.
John Madden, Blood Bowl.
Fuck all of you.
Welcome to
Next scene.
Pie Braine. You are continuing on towards the lower command tower.
I get the sense something very stupid has just happened.
But yes, I am.
You start hearing something. You start hearing up ahead, from the grate in the direction you're going. Just this, oh. Keep still, lad. We'll get you patched up. It's my first day. Oh.
Oh, poor little guy.
Continuing on.
No. And you are now in a grate above the room, and you can tell that in the command there's this command room where there's three arbitrators, two of them with shotguns, one of which is on a cot in the side of the room, who has this terrible curved arched back as he's in the cot moaning out in pain.
Ah, so this is the command room.
Yes.
What a beautiful start to the day.
All right. So I see two guys with shotguns.
One of them is standing over the wounded guy and don't worry, it'll be okay. And the other one is by a massive cogitator bank, looking at security feeds and whatnot.
Good. I'm going to prep myself. I'm going to take out my great sword.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a moment there. Yes.
I rolled to kill you.
Time to prep.
and I'm going to charge one of the shotgun dudes. Burst down and fucking sword out. Drop down. Follow me, Oria!
What are the stats on this exactly?
All right. I mean, it should just count as like a sword. I think they have those listed. Like,
Yeah, I have a sword. I fed the sword.
It's a great sword, so it's a two-handed weapon.
Sword. Cool. All right. Give me an athletics check to burst through the vent, because that's the first thing you need to do here.
Sounds great. I'm going to spend 2 glory on this.
Sweet.
Just in case.
Just in case. That's good.
4 successes and a glory.
Yeah. You burst that off. You get a glory. You land in front of one of them. Give me an attack roll, please.
Very good. Okay.
Fuck. I have to make sure I put on all the stats fine. Alrighty then.
Believe in you.
Thank you. Follow me, Oria!
That is.
You will hit. You will hit. You can't shift anything. So you hit.
Okay, cool. I can, though, use glory for the damage roll, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're going to be pumping all of it.
Okay.
So take the rest of them.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, so that is going to be 13 damage.
Yeah. You come down. Describe how you utterly. Actually, wait. 13 damage.
Mhm.
And there's no AP. You know what? He actually is still barely alive. You savage this guy as you come down and take a slash. At which point he sort of like backs off, going, "Oh!"
Yeah, I come down in this red blur, and I'm just like, obviously I haven't killed him. But I'm going to come down. I'm just going to be calling out,
Repeat the sounding joy! Repeat the sounding joy!
What?
I don't know, but I'm scared, so that's good. Yeah.
The sounding joy.
Na 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 na.
Horrifying. Yeah, okay. So that guy seems pretty beat up and bloody. That's a surprise round, though, so you get to act regularly now. What would you like to do in a regular?
Okay. So part of me wants to grab this guy, use him as a human shield, and approach the shotgun dude.
I mean, both of them have shotguns, so...
Yeah, but this guy is really fucked up.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to... God, I hate to say this. If they're too convoluted, I won't do this. How are the grapple rules in Wrath and Glory?
I roll to grapple, you bastard!
I will end you. No. Grapple rules are certainly a thing. Basically, it's a combat action like that you're engaged with. It's an opposed strength test. If you win, you restrain the target, but you can only use one-handed weapons. To break free, they have to succeed an opposed strength test.
Okay, so if I grapple this guy and then I move forward using him as a human shield, what would that add to my defense?
I would give you a +2 defense for like using it. Basically, I would basically give you +2 defense because you're essentially using him as cover. And if something fell into that two range, it would hit that person.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grapple this guy.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
All right.
Cat, so she stopped meowing.
That's gonna be 6 successes.
As my arms just
wrap around him.
Sorry, kidding. Okay, cool. Yeah, that. Oh gosh, I can't even win this, so that's all good. All right, so
Oh no, you could
grab
get
him.
like all 6s.
You just like hurting me.
All gotta roll it.
I get
This
a
is-
2. I lose.
And this is a complication, by the way, thanks to Chat's trap
oh
card.
god damn it! They were waiting on me. They were waiting on me. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. So great. This is fucking awkward, but sure. I'm gonna use Dosader's complication that they put in on Patreon entitled "Mistaken Identity," in which the NPC thinks the PC is on their side. So you drop down, grab this, like slice this person, then grab them. It's like, Bill, is that you? Bill, I thought you died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell it's very clearly like this man is suffering from horrible blood loss and is just like massively wounded, and now is just seeing things like, Bill, you're alive. And then the other Arbite in the corner is just like looking over with the shotgun. Reginald, what are you saying? It's Bill. Can't you see him? As like Pi, you're shifting him into a like human shield position.
Yeah, I got my sword out. I'm gonna call out to the other guy and I'm going to say,
Lex Mechanical Subsection 270C. This facility is in violation of previous concords and is now under Lemurian jurisdiction.
It's my first day from the cot.
Shut up!
Shut up, you.
Shut up, you!
Let me roll the thing real quick here. Sorry, it's being weird. Come on, character sheet. Okay. I will believe in its ability to do the thing. Let's see here.
Do the thing. On roll 20.
Roll 20. There we go. Oh,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, that is a complication.
Another
because
one?
Of chat. I've been waiting for you. Fuck you, it's a trap card.
Fucking hell, a second one. All right, you beautiful bastards. So the Arbite is rolling resolve, like the one who's got the shotgun at the station, because he very much is like trying to decide like whether to shoot, what to do, what's going on, and yeah, is just entirely worried about like what to do now, and just is looking. And okay. Let's go with one from our audience here. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay. He's looking, and then like takes a step back and hits the edge of the chair. And as he hits the edge of it, he kind of steps on one of the wheel supports and trips, falling backwards, dropping his shotgun, basically representing his resolve like failing and him being out of the combat as he like falls over. I'd like to thank Jaffa Rorschach for help. I've complicated and I can't get up, which I know we've discussed for a while. As he falls back and you hear this crunch as he hits the ground, like right on the side of the wheel of the chair, and there's this snap on his back, and everyone's like, oh, my back! And so now you have two Arbites in the room that are kind of like writhing, one on a cot, one on the floor pie, and the other one you're holding as a human shield as he deliriously bleeds out and believes that you are Bill.
can I put him in a sleeper hold real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then once he's
like thud, and the other two are like and then just in the corner from the my first day.
I know, it's your first day.
I pick up the shotgun.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And I'm going to walk up to the one that's writhing on the floor, pointing the shotgun at them.
My back!
You are very fortunate, young man. You have not violated the edicts by firing on me.
What are you?
I am Hellplace's reckoning. Now then, you are going to help me take control of this facility. We will bring justice to this place in the name of the Forge World you now work for. And then we're gonna get that piece of shit to fucker me.
What's going on?
You ejected like 2 shells so far.
Yeah, I did.
Unloading.
And like, there's just this like, what's going on? as we cut back to the chunk.
There's like doodles. Can we delete all this? Especially this shit, because I don't want to get banned.
I mean, Jesus.
There we go.
Oh no, not Captain Zedek.
I have merged.
Winds up. Okay, so the three of you are back, and like you are having a bit of time away from Tagadur to discuss what you have just encountered. Any of you talk about what just happened? Is Chunkus okay with what just happened?
I don't think Chunkus is okay with that.
I'm going to
Chunkus pretty pissed.
I'm making the smart move by not engaging Chunkus.
Like, what is Chunkus doing when he gets back in the room after that humiliation?
Just fuming. He's just pissed the fuck off. Just trying to run and go, Chunkus not bottom, bitch. Chunkus is Chunkus. Chunkus is not bitch. Chunkus is king of the prison. Chunkus always wins. And I'm just like, grabbing shit and smashing it and fucking all sorts of other things. Like I'm grabbing like the mattresses and just like no effort, just ripping it out, throwing it down. If there's any chairs or anything, or they're like metal chairs, I'm like tossing it through the room. I'm like tearing up grates and shit that don't lead anywhere. And I'm like, I am not bottom bitch. I will destroy him. I will make sure he perishes during the riot. Chunkus will get his revenge.
Amidst the din of destruction going on around us, Zedek will turn to Reeb. So suffice to say that our mutual associate has some otherworldly, non-human assistance. Am I wrong in assuming this?
What?
Ardemand, are you paying attention to me, Ardemand?
I'm listening.
Do you have any idea what this is? Because I've not. This is out of my depth. You said it might be something Xenos, like we thought in the tomb?
Given that he picked it up in the Xenos tomb, I would believe that it is Xenos related, wouldn't you believe?
Well, yes, of course. But how did he transfer it then to Tagadur?
That some other force just left it there.
But what would... While we can come to the conclusion of what exactly the fucker we picked up, what about Tagadur? Why is he inexplicably lucky? I count my blessings, sure, but there's some... that man ain't right.
There are two different things that could lead to the same answer, I think. I'm willing to assume I don't know anything on this, so I'm not even going to attempt a roll.
I mean, you can give me all like whatever check you want. You could roll super high.
Hey,
thank you.
Thurston, 10.
Yeah, thank you. I see it. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not counting that.
I'm not counting that glory.
No, fuck that glory.
It is an outlier. That should
I don't care. You got a 10 and everything, and then glory. That's not counting it.
Yeah, my 5 is not going to register anything on this.
No,
I'm willing to assume that.
Yeah, you're like Xenos tech can do a lot of weird things.
I'm barely versed on the Necrons, if I am even versed on them at all.
Exactly.
So any assumptions I could make about whatever this fanciful device is are up in the air, but what I do know is that Xenos tech is tricksy and evil and cursed and violent and must be destroyed. And I will make the funny Inquisition is coming to raid your chapter base for your stolen Xenos artifacts now. But I can't do that because I'm in prison. I really don't know. I'm assuming it is Xenos related, purely on the notion that he picked it up in a Xenos chamber. If he's doing something evil with it, like corrupting minds and altering fates, well, that's all the more reason we need to go after his ass, don't you think?
Well, yes, now we have plausible deniability other than murdering the shit out of him for making us look like assholes.
That's precisely why we need to get out of here with Rohekta. His first-hand knowledge would not be so quickly dismissed in front of Miss Van Nord.
Of course. We have several powerful allies we've seemed to picked up in this journey. Rohekta, of course, is the most useful, but I think we've found some indispensable assets on this little excursion we found ourselves on now. Waylaid as we may be, I think we can benefit from this after all.
Right now, we just got to figure out a way to get everyone distracted and get the situation back into our control, at least for the time being.
Is Chonkus still destroying the rumors? He's
Chonkus still pretty pissed. Chonkus still going ham on it, but he starts calming down. He's now just sitting on the bed, just mad and sad. Oh, Chonkus.
Chonkus, my friend.
Yeah.
Aww.
You want to get revenge on Tagador. I know that. I want you to get revenge on him.
Yeah.
So we need to raise hell. We need to turn this station upside down. You've been here longer than any of us. Is there anything that could really whip everybody here into a fervor? Is there something that really just gets under their skin, pisses them off?
I think I might have an idea. We'll have an
I'm
idea
listening.
of something. Chonkus gets up. I assume my door isn't fucking locked, so I doubt anybody.
Oh yeah,
locks it
no,
in.
they don't dare
Yeah.
lock the Chonkus door ever.
I come outside the door, and I assume it's like rows upon rows of just fucking just cells, right?
Yep.
And so Chonkus yells extremely loudly, and basically is all like, Tagador thinks they're all bottom bitch. Chonkus needs friends. Chonkus will kill Tagador. We all hate Tagador. No more bottom bitch. No more bottom bitch. No more bottom bitch. And I basically, and Chonkus is just marching out at this point, going like, Chonkus is going to destroy him. If he's only so much luck this bastard can have, and we's all gonna rip his arms off.
And as you exit to go and make this, Reeb and Zedek, you're still in the room watching as Chonkus has made his way out and makes this proclamation. That's when you hear crackling, this like crackling of a Vox emitter, but it seems to be a like prison-wide Vox announcement.
Doon, 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 doon. Attention, Mortis Carcerum workers. You are now under the jurisdiction of the Forge World Lemuria due to crimes committed by the head judicator, also known by the dumb bad name, the Roar. In your capacity as servants of the Omnissiah, all personnel and prisoners are now part of Lemurian jurisdiction. Thus, you will be, at the moment,
All the doors open.
all leaders of the new Lemurian Penal Legion are to report to this security tower, beta, whatever.
Beta 2, fucking
all
handwriting.
arbitrary staff not in violation of the Mechanicus Accords. Good job. Come there too. Everyone else, fuck you. You're done.
And with that amazing epic announcement,
Just hear like the creaking.
Wait, I have one last thing.
okay, yeah, fuck you. Pause. Vox,
I invite
go on.
the head judicator and all those that support his false tyrannical reign to die hard.
Good night, everybody.
where we are going to end this week's episode, as the doors to the Mortis Carcerum prisons have all opened, people begin to come on out, and looks like we got a jailbreak for next episode.
Well, Captain Zedek, I do believe that the first part of the plan is in motion. Now, let's get a move on.
Let's go. This is my favorite part of prison breaks.
With that, everybody, thank you all for joining us for this episode of WarHams. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had tons of fun. We're gonna have even way more fun next episode. I am extremely excited for it. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the folks that made all of this happen. Let me introduce you to Braine, played by Speaker D.
Yes, I am Speaker D. You can find me at my Twitter at SuperSnakeCake. You can also find me on YouTube. And I would like to say, open announcement, bounty for everybody. If you would like, I think it would be very funny if you drew WarHams fan art of Vriska.
I'm gonna throttle you.
Damn.
Cease your heresy.
Next, I go.
And next up, right after our resident Skitari, we have Reeb Horn, played by Earndil.
I'm Earndil. You can see me on Twitter at Earndilio because I can't make content just yet because I have a job and it's pays my bills and I need that. But I will also throw out an open requirement for everyone. Don't pick on the GM or I'll hit you with a rake. Just don't do it. He's doing a great job. Don't do it or I hit you with a rake. That is all.
Next up, I have been playing Chonkus for this episode, but normally I play Lorn, who is not dead. He's not dead, as I said multiple times. He's securely locked away in a vault right now into Chonkus just because Lorn's going to be securely locked away and not be able to get to so easily. And then after that, we have Captain Zedek, our resident rogue trader, played by HulkyKrow.
That's me. You can find me at HulkyKrow on Twitter, because that's basically the only social I keep up to date with. You can also find me on Discord occasionally. I pop into Zoran server every now and then, shoot me a DM there. Or if you see me on a game, you can just humiliate me in whatever PvP activity you find me in.
And with that, we also have our game master, who has been making these sessions extremely enjoyable, corrupting us at every single point, making us suffer just how we want it. Thurston Hillman, thank you for another amazing session.
Why, thank you.
And with that, everybody, please remember, if you always like the show, one of the best ways to help us out is to tell people we exist. Definitely helps out with the live streams. Attending the live streams is one of the most helpful things you can definitely do. As I say, multiple things. Letting people know that we exist. Attending the live streams is possibly one of the best things you can do to help us out. It really helps us grow the show, the channel, etc. So we can do more and more things. Because one of the things that we want to do with your guys' support is get a Warhammer Fantasy game going. So if you are interested in some of us playing Warhammer Fantasy, basically with the new book that has been coming out and all that stuff, not Soulbound, the one previous, I think it's like 4th edition, if I remember, that we want to play it. We want to play it with all of you, and we need your support. So if you are interested in helping us out, patreon.com/warhams, where you can help us out, or you can find that along with a whole bunch of other stuff, including even update posts whenever we need to post it, up on our website, which is warhams.tv. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us. If guys, when we say goodbye, we shall now be leaving.
That's my car coming to pick me up.
Oh no! Yeah, woo! Get to the airport.
Goodbye, everybody. So long.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Thank you for coming.
And as Pi always says,
We will see you all
I wouldn't say anything.
next time.
As Pi always says.
Please be safe, everyone. We'll see you next time.